Back to the channel, everybody. Today we have another music teacher reaction and analysis video for you. Specifically, we're going to be looking at Sabaton's version of Bismarck. This was recommended by quite a few of you Nightwish fans over there, so I thought we would check it out, learn a little bit about the song, learn a little bit about the group, and get on into it. So with that being said, let's get into it. Okay, just FYI, we are starting about 40 seconds in. The beginning part doesn't have music. It was more just cinematics leading into it. So we're going to start right where the actual music itself starts. So here we go. I love this intro. This is great. Oh man, I love that intro. That was great. First and foremost, I want to comment on how I love that they started out with more of this, the symphonic orchestral feel to it. I love that the strings they had a lot of space between their notes, but there was still a lot of reverb there, which was nice. It just left you with kind of a sense of anticipation. Anytime you have a song where there is space and it's not filled, it tends to leave you wanting more. And that's a great way to do an intro. When you hear something like that in the intro, you're like, wait, is that it? There's got to be some more, right? There's got to be more coming yet. And then, of course, when they bring in the entire group, they absolutely fill that space in completely with all of the guitar going on, the bass, the set, really great stuff there. Absolutely amazing way to start off a video. We're going to go back just to right before they start that because I love it. And then we're going to go in through our main opening intro here. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Like, is this from a movie? Okay, we're gonna pause real quick. The cinematography in this is phenomenal for a music video, folks. I have not seen this before. This is a first-time reaction. But this is ridiculously good for just a music video. Am I unaware of a movie that came out and this is a song from the movie? Let me know in comments, folks. Is this song just exclusively a song, and this is just a really, really, really good music video, or was this used in a movie itself? And we're seeing, clips from the movie. This looks amazing for just being a music video itself, man. Before we continue on, just real quickly, I love the riffs that we have in the guitar part. That stuff is awesome. Like, it's just so, the tempo I think helps a lot with this too. When you have that kind of just plodding, driving tempo that we've got going on here, It just really helps to give that sense of dread. But oh, speaking of sense of dread, how great was that shot? I know we're not really talking about the music right now, but I mean again, the cinematography is amazing. That shot where we go from seeing just this little fishing boat to then seeing the Bismarck coming through the fog, and we see just like here's kind of the beginning part of that shot. We see just how insanely big that ship is, comparatively speaking. Oh my gosh. Like in the first words that come out are like a sense of power. Yeah, that felt really, really, really powerful in that scene. That was amazing. Let's go ahead and keep going. This is about a good spot to lead into because it's just before we have our transition that we stopped at. Here we go. Oh my gosh. That lick. Oh, what a fill. Oh my gosh. Sorry, we gotta go back for that. Did you guys hear that fill in the set? Oh my gosh. That was amazing. We don't have to go quite back that far. Man, man, oh man. Right there. Oh my gosh. That was absurd. Okay, real quick before we continue on. So obviously there's some amazing playing going on here. They're keeping some of it pretty simple in terms of like, so you don't hear these crazy, ridiculous guitar riffs going on, which I appreciate because again, we talked about the tempo earlier, and this song, you can tell obviously it's supposed to provide this sense of power and strength, and you don't want some crazy riffs running just all over the place, being super duper duper fancy when you're trying to, you know, instill that sense of dread and power and strength. You want something that's more simplistic and just hammers home the chord progression and the riff that we have. And man, that guitar part, the hook that we've got going on through this song, it's so catchy. I mean, like it's still going in my ear. It's so catchy. Great hook for this song. It provides that sense of power, that strength that's so reminiscent of the ship here. The lyrics, I don't typically focus on lyrics that much. It's just me personally. I'm drawn a lot more to the instrumental side of things than I am the lyrics. But how do you not pay attention to the lyrics in this? One, they're telling such a cool story about the ship itself, and then two, they're really good. Like there's a lot of great rhyme scheme going on throughout this. The chorus that we get to, the strength of the seven seas, that's really well written in terms of matching up with the music as well too. Just great writing across the board. Some nuances that we may not pay attention to that are really, really very impressive in here. And then, like I said, they're just doing such a good job of filling in space without being too technical and taking away from that sense of power and strength. Man, love it, love it, love it. Let's go back just a hair to lead into that transition. Man, the hi-hat stuff he's doing there. Here it is. I loved it. That was a great solo. Okay, before we continue on, let's go back and talk about the guitar solo real quick, and then also something else I caught. There was a definite meter change in there, folks. We went from like more of a straight duple feel to more of a triple feel. I don't know if they would notate this or not, but it certainly sounds like it was 12/8 to me. We went from like a 4/4 to a 12/8, but we definitely went from a duple feel to a triple feel, and then we went back to duple after the guitar solo. But man, the guitar solo. So we talked earlier about how it's great that the guitar riffs are fairly simple and they're not being really super over showy and everything. Even in the guitar solo itself, he's not being ridiculously showy. He's keeping it fairly simplistic, fairly melodic, and I'm all for it. He does give us some, nice little grace notes, things like that, to kind of riff on top of for that additional, showiness. But it's never over the top in his solo. It's just so well done. So let's go ahead and start just before the solo, and again, we'll hear kind of that triple feel that we have versus the earlier duple. Love it. That's a great solo. So well done. Now you can feel we're back into a duple feel.
Bismarck in motion, king of the ocean, he was made to rule the waves across the seven seas, to lead the war machine, to rule the waves and lead the Kriegsmarine, the terror of the seas, the Bismarck and the Kriegsmarine.
Listen to that counter melody that we got going there. Okay, pause. Okay, there are so many things flying through my brain right now. So, one, again, I love this group. They sound amazing. So first and foremost, let's talk about, I don't know where a good spot to go back to is, guys. I just love that whole section. Maybe here. So we talk about the power and strength they're trying to convey in their song here. And one of the things that's sticking out to me so much is their harmonic depth is the way I'll describe it. So when you do chords and stuff, when you're creating harmonies and everything, you can have a very, very simplistic, root, third, fifth kind of thing. Maybe you throw in a seventh if you're getting a little on the jazzy side. But their chords that they're using are so full, not only because of all of the different harmonics they've got going on, but just all of the different voices they've got. They've got multiple guitars. You can hear the keys in the background, and there's so much substance to their chords. There are so many layers and levels to the harmonics that they're using. It just totally fills it in. It's such a, like I said, it's got a very deep harmonic feel to it, and that adds so much chutzpah, so to speak, to the sound that we're going for. So that's one thing. Second thing that popped into my head while we were listening to this part here. So I am you guys can probably see my trombone in the background there. I'm a music teacher, but my main thing that I do is bands primarily. And I'm hearing this song and I'm like, this would be an amazing marching band song, like make an arrangement of this for marching band. I'm kind of shocked that I have never heard an arrangement of this before for marching band. I know most of you guys are like, what? Why would we ever make this a marching band song? But but it's so good, and it's written so well and so perfectly to translate into that medium and really do very, very well. I'm gonna have to look and see if they have an arrangement of this, guys. That'd be so cool. If it isn't there, we got to make that happen. The last thing that happens through this section that I love, I don't know if you guys caught it or not, they add a counter melody. I couldn't quite tell what the instrumentation was on that counter melody, but they do add it. We're going to go back in here and we're going to listen again. You guys can hear it's there. It's very, very faint on the top part of it, but you can hear that they've added that counter melody, that descant part into it. So let's go ahead and start right around here.
Pride of a nation, a beast made of steel. Bismarck in motion, king of the ocean. He was made to rule the waves across the seven seas.
So we've got a regular riff.
To lead the war machine, to rule the waves and lead the Kriegsmarine. The terror of the seas, the Bismarck and the Kriegsmarine.
What a fill. Here it is.
The war machine, rule the waves and lead the Kriegsmarine.
Right there. It's a brass instrument. I would guess French horn. It's subtle. It's just... I love it. Love it.
Bismarck and the Kriegsmarine.
Oh my gosh. What a song, guys. Man, and that brass part that we hear at the end, like I said, I would guess it's a French horn. If it's a trumpet, it might be both, but it's a lower range trumpet if it's a trumpet. But the kind of the brassy sound that we're getting there leads me to think it's more of a French horn. Even the brass sound that we're getting there, it's a very edgy brass sound, which fits again with what we're trying to get here in terms of a tone and that strength and that power. It's just pushing the edge of the instrument there. Man, what a song. I love this song, guys. Great recommendation. Absolutely love the group as well. I mean, there's some great playing going on in this across the board. Absolutely loved it. Hopefully you guys loved it too. If you did, if you loved seeing this video, if you liked the reaction and the analysis that I provided for you guys, I appreciate it if you gave me a like. Also, if you want to catch more content that we're doing here, make sure you guys subscribe and turn on notifications. And last but not least, if you would like to join the live discussion, feel free to join us over on Discord or on Twitch for our votes that we do every Sunday as to which songs we're going to do. And you guys can catch all of that stuff down in the video description below. All right, everybody. Catch you next time.